Welcome back to JJW Outdoors. Justin here. Today I have an awesome video for you. Today we are morel hunting. I'm going to be showing you how to pick them, where to find them, and exactly how they grow. Let's get started. So in this video we're looking for the black morels. And how to pick them is you want to grab them at the bottom and you want to pinch and they will just break right off just like that. Alright, so we're just searching for some morels through here. Coming up on a patch of grass, so I'm kind of looking in the grassy areas and by all the trees. And down here is one right there. So when they tell you to pick a morel and you pinch off at the bottom, and when you pinch off and they break off like that, and you pull up, so when you take them, you also want to cut them in half like this, and this way it opens up the spores and it drops little pieces, and that way they will grow in this area as well. So morels also don't just grow by themselves. If you look very carefully, they grow in little patches. As you can see here and here, we have two morels. One is kind of growing in the leaves and one is growing right straight in the grass. So you really just kind of look everywhere to find these morels. So when you're looking for these black morels, they're very hard to see. So what you want to do is you want to take a couple steps and look in an area. And then you want to take a couple more steps and look in an area so you don't accidentally step on them. Now you can get big ones, you can get really small ones. This year it has not been the greatest because the weather's been really cold and then it'll get really warm again. Then it'll get really cold again. So they kind of froze and died off this year. But there's been a few of them that we keep finding. So I'm going to kind of go down this trail a little bit and see if I can find any. So I'm on this trail looking, and as you can see there's a bunch of leaves in front of me, but there's two patches of grass right there. So if I zoom in on those two patches of grass, you can see there's one there and there's one more up there. And you can see how they easily blend in. It's no bigger than my finger. Then over here, there's another one right there. So when you go to pick a morel, you want to put them inside of an onion sack. And why you want to put them inside an onion sack is, what they say is when you pick it, they have little spores all inside of it. And when you cut it in half, it's going to release and it's going to drop some stuff around to let them all grow back up. And when you put them in an onion sack, the onion sack has a bunch of holes. And that will allow you to do the exact same thing. To here, let's keep looking. So in these woods here, we mainly are finding them in poplar, ash, and pine trees. You can kind of see behind me you have some pine, you have some ash, and you have mainly poplar. So when you're walking around an area and you see one, like over there by that tree, there's one right close to the tree. You always want to look around the area. You don't really want to move, you want to look. And then you want to take one step and you want to look again. So I found that one there. So I'm actually going to take a step back here and I'm going to look. And what you're doing is when you're stepping around, you're looking like behind the leaves, like when things move a certain way. So I see one there, I see one there, and So far, that's all I'm seeing. So I'm actually gonna go pick that one, and then I'm going to look around while I'm over there. So sometimes if you take a knife with you, you can just cut them at the bottom with your knife, and then take the knife and you can slice them right in half, just like this, so it allows those spores I was talking about to open up. And you can see there's some pieces on the knife, so you just scrape off your knife onto the ground, and hopefully they'll start growing in this area. See one there, so I'm gonna go pick that one, and I'm gonna look around for some more as I'm going. This is just a little guy. Now, since I'm standing here, I can see that one, and then I'm going to look in the area. Usually you want to step in the area and you want to look around 4 to 5 feet away. You just want to kind of comb the whole area. Then you want to take another step. Then you want to look around another 5 feet and comb the area again. As you can see down here, so previously in all the other ones that we have looked, we've seen them in patches of grass like this, or patches of moss. This one is actually growing right by this dead tree, and in just a pile of leaves here. Then the other one we picked was just in front of that log. So you really just gotta look all around for these mushrooms. So now that I'm here, I'm gonna scan the area and see if we can find some more.
So this is where we found those mushrooms. This way over there, is another one. So I'm gonna work my way that way and comb the area.
So that one I was pointing out was right over there. You want to be very careful where you're stepping because it's so easy to step on these mushrooms. Let me get you a bit closer. We'll look through this area. So that mushroom I just found was that way over there. I turned around and I saw this one, but I couldn't see it from that distance over there because all these leaves are in the way. I'm gonna take it, I'm gonna cut it right in half. Just like that. I'm gonna scrape off the excess off my knife. Beautiful color. Here's a big one over here. This is a good size one for this year. Very cool. Hopefully we find some more of this size. Thank you for clicking on this video. I hope it was enjoyable. I hope you learned something. I hope you get out there and go find your own morels in the future. I think black morels are going to be done for this year, but hopefully the white morels will be out so we can get a few of those on film for you. Thank you so much. Please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you on the next one.